The Dimi is an ancient ceremony, deeply ingrained in tradition. In this society, no girl is considered ready for marriage unless she has undergone the Dimi. It is believed that if the ceremony is not performed correctly, the lineage will be lost. But what does this ritual truly entail? At its core, it is a partial or even total mutilation of the clitoris, a practice that has persisted for generations, upheld by an unwavering belief in its necessity. This journey takes us into the heart of a culture that remains distant and, in many ways, misunderstood. For those within it, tradition is law. It is not questioned. It does not change. The Dassanech people, one of the most unique tribes in the Omo Valley, are a group of herders and warriors whose customs are as ancient as time itself. Every gesture, every ritual, every mark on their bodies tells a story of identity and belonging. The Dassanech do not simply inherit their gender, they must earn it. For women, the path is arduous, marked by rites of passage that may seem unimaginable to outsiders. Among them is female genital mutilation, a practice that signifies strength, sacrifice, and the transition into womanhood. Only after undergoing this ritual can a girl be recognized as a true woman within her community. As we journey deeper, we encounter moments of unexpected beauty, dances that erupt spontaneously, celebrations that defy hardship. The people here are resourceful, adapting to their environment in remarkable ways. Some move gracefully on wooden stilts, an innovation that helps them watch over their livestock and avoid the dangers of snakes hidden in the tall grass. Their bodies, adorned with patterns of white and black, mimic the natural world around them, a striking blend of human artistry and the forces of nature. 6 hours of rugged terrain lie between us and the Dassanech village, a journey that offers breathtaking views of the Ethiopian landscape. The Omo Valley is a place where millennia-old cultures meet, evolve, and endure. Some of its tribes descend from farmers, forming more structured societies, while others, once warriors, exist in a state of relative anarchy. These communities, shaped by their history and geography, provide a rare window into a way of life that has remained largely unchanged. Beyond Borders embarks on this journey with one fundamental question: what is happiness? This question, simple yet profound, has the power to reveal the deepest essence of humanity. In a world where cultures vary so drastically, can happiness be universally understood? What does it mean to those who have known only this life, bound by the traditions of their ancestors? As we continue forward, the road stretches endlessly, yet each mile brings us closer to understanding the resilience, complexity, and enduring spirit of the Dassanech people. The adventure has only just begun. As we journey deeper into Ethiopia, we have the opportunity to observe and experience the daily customs of its people. One such tradition is their unique approach to oral hygiene. Our driver demonstrates this by breaking off a branch from a tree, using it as a natural toothbrush to clean and massage his teeth. Surprisingly, despite the absence of conventional dental care, their teeth remain remarkably healthy. The branch he uses is called rigma, a simple yet effective tool that has been passed down through generations. As we travel through this vast and stunning landscape, we continue to uncover these small yet fascinating aspects of Ethiopian life. Finally, we arrive at the Dassanech village. From a distance, it resembles an otherworldly settlement, a sprawl of low, rounded structures built from whatever materials are available: corrugated metal sheets, plastic sacks, and fragments of fabric. Every time we immerse ourselves in a new culture, we study their traditions and customs in advance, trying to prepare as much as possible. Yet upon arrival, reality often surpasses expectation, presenting something entirely different and profoundly surprising. This time is no exception. We anticipated a small nomadic settlement, a handful of makeshift homes scattered across the land. Instead, we find ourselves amid a vast encampment of hundreds of dwellings. The reason soon becomes clear: we have arrived at a pivotal moment in the life of the Dassanech people. Today, the Dimi is about to take place, an important rite of passage for young girls as they transition into womanhood. The significance of this event extends far beyond the village itself. Families from distant regions have traveled here, bringing their daughters to partake in this centuries-old tradition. The signs of the upcoming ceremony are everywhere. Certain symbols placed outside the homes indicate the presence of girls who will soon undergo the Dimi. One of the most striking of these symbols is the leopard skin, draped prominently outside certain huts. Among the Dassanech, the leopard is more than just a predator. It is their greatest adversary in the wild. As a result, it has become a symbol of strength, resilience, and transformation, embodying the very essence of the Dimi ceremony itself. Here, in the heart of the Dassanech community, tradition is deeply rooted in every aspect of life. These rituals, passed down through generations, define the social structure and identity of the people. As we stand at the threshold of this sacred event, we prepare to witness a practice that, for the Dassanech, is not just a cultural norm, but an essential marker of belonging and heritage. In the heart of the Dassanech village, symbols of tradition stand tall, revealing the significance of the moment. Sticks protruding from the roofs of houses serve as silent markers. A tall pole indicates the presence of an older girl, one who is ready to transition into womanhood. Smaller poles signify the younger ones, waiting for their time to come. These markers are unmistakable. They tell a story of lineage and duty. Alongside them, the leopard skin, a sacred heirloom passed from father to son, generation after generation, serves as an enduring emblem of the Dimi ceremony. The transformation of Dassanech homes over time tells another story. Once built entirely from animal skins, these structures have now adapted to the modern world, incorporating tin sheets, discarded rubber, and scraps from urban waste. This shift is born of necessity. Metal sheets provide better protection from the rain, while animal hides have become scarcer. Yet one thing remains unchanged. The women are the architects of these homes. It is they who construct these domed shelters, now resembling lunar pods scattered across the arid landscape. As preparations for the Dimi unfold, the fathers take part in an age-old ritual. They paint their bodies with natural pigments, red earth, charcoal, and ash, honoring traditions passed down through generations. For them, this is not just a ceremony, it is a solemn responsibility, a rite of passage for their daughters that has been upheld for centuries. But beneath the vibrant ceremonies and rhythmic dances lies a darker reality. The Dimi is a name that masks the truth. It is female genital mutilation. The final step of this rite of passage is excision, the partial, total removal of the clitoris. The intent is clear: to strip women of pleasure, to bind them to societal expectations that have existed for generations. And for these girls, there is no choice. Without undergoing the procedure, they are shunned, denied a place in their own community, regarded as outcasts. Standing here witnessing this, it is impossible not to feel conflicted. Today is not the day of the excision itself, that will come in the months ahead. For now, the village resonates with songs and ceremonies meant to instill courage in these young girls. The celebration continues, but beneath it lies an unspoken weight, a reality that is difficult to reconcile. Documenting such a practice demands objectivity, but the truth is, it is impossible to separate emotion from observation. Within the Dassanech culture, this ritual is a sacred necessity, a defining moment of womanhood. From an outsider's perspective, it is a violation of the most fundamental rights. And so, as this story unfolds, it must be viewed through both lenses, with respect for the culture and an unwavering acknowledgement of the human cost. The village hums with activity. Parents adorn themselves in clay, draping leopard skins and ostrich feathers over their shoulders. Soon the ceremonial dance will begin, the opening act of the Dimi. Here every individual knows their role. Every movement follows a script written by history, yet the more one observes, the heavier this moment becomes. The weight of tradition, the burden of expectation, and the inescapable passage from childhood to womanhood, here, it is all laid bare. As preparations unfold, there is a palpable tension in the air, a mix of reverence and uncertainty. What is about to take place will alter lives forever. From birth, every daughter is destined for this moment. The Dimi ceremony marks her passage into womanhood, a transition celebrated by the entire community. Honor is at stake. To forego the ritual is unthinkable. The festivities begin with dance, a hypnotic rhythm that has endured for generations. Only when the cattle and goats are sacrificed will the feast commence. To truly understand, deeper inquiry is needed. Why is this ceremony so important? The Dimi is more than a ritual. It is the affirmation of our lineage, a testament to our ancestors. Without it, our family loses its place in history. I take pride in celebrating my daughter's passage, just as my forebears did before me. If given the choice, would future generations be spared this pain? No, the procedure is swift, performed with a knife as tradition dictates. Every woman before us has endured this trial. It is a blessing, not a burden. Every element of the preparation is significant. The body is adorned with care, each marking a symbol of heritage. Beauty is strength, courage, and identity, woven into every detail. On the appointed day, young girls will don the jewelry of women stepping irrevocably into adulthood. Every act carries meaning. Nothing deviates from tradition. The hands of the elder are steady, the iron prepared. The knife moves swiftly, there is barely time to feel. What if a girl refuses the Dimi? When a girl reaches maturity, typically at 15 or upon her first blood, she must undergo the ceremony. Refusal is not an option. I would persuade her. Without it, our family would be disgraced. Would you marry a woman who had not undergone the ritual? No. A woman without Dimi is not a woman at all. To marry her would bring shame upon me. For the young girls, the future is set. One day it will be our turn, they say. When the time comes, we will be ready, because that is how it must be. There is no fear in their eyes, only certainty. This transition is not a question, not a choice. It is the way it has always been, never to be challenged. Elsewhere perspectives differ, but here the ritual is identity, woven into the fabric of existence. And yet, from an outside perspective, there is a weight to this moment. In another world, such practices are deemed inhumane, condemned for their lasting physical and emotional scars. But within the Dassanech, it is tradition. It is life. Observing, documenting, these are the roles of a filmmaker. But can one truly watch without judgment? Can one ever fully comprehend the depth of a culture so vastly different? The answer is elusive. Perhaps the purpose is not to provide answers, but to ask the right questions, to witness with empathy, and to share without imposing a singular truth. Here, amid the rituals of the Dassanech, the balance between respect and personal conviction wavers. Some stories do not resolve, they only seek to be understood.